Hello again, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the GPWS.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in the studio. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Tick-tock.
In this episode, I hope that we can maybe finish the Big Ben chime alarm. I doubt it, but, hopefully we can make some serious progress. So obviously in the last part, we got the plates together. What should we do next? We got spring barrels, we got, I should call this the Big Ben of 1001 grommets, because there's like 60 million grommets that come with this thing. I'm pretty sure they're all for dust insulation, too. Maybe some of them are for vibration control with the chime alarm or whatever, because I know when this thing, when this thing's rumbling along like that, it's almost like a tower clock or something, or it's almost like a Westminster mantle clock or something, something like that. Although those don't have 60 grommets everywhere. I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, you know why? Because they don't have metal cases. Anyway, let's see here. What are we gonna go with here? I think we should get the hairspring and balance wheel on. I think that's a way to go right about now. Okay, and once again, our movement holder is absolutely perfect for this movement. Classic. I wouldn't be surprised if this was some kind of unofficial Westclox product or something, the way this seems to fit all the movements. But anyway, let's see here. What have we got? Okay. We have got well, we've obviously got our hairspring and balance wheel, but we've got a regulator, and this is the later version from 53 doesn't have this. This is from 51. There is a tail on the end of the regulator. I have no idea what the point of that is, other than to obstruct me, because that's what this seems to do. It seems to be a massive obstruction here. Great, how am I going to get this in? I guess I can just back it through somehow. I don't like that. Maybe I can swing it under here. Just somehow get it in. Might have to back up the camera. We don't want to fall over. Yeah, that's that tail. As much as I like the look of that, it actually makes it harder to install this thing. And here we go. We're actually going in. Just need to get it around that tail. And we're in. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get our points all set up here. Where are we at? Okay, we're not overbanked or anything like that. Anything goofy like that. And we'll turn this thing with our hands here. I'm just gonna, just turn this thing like that. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll get that screwed in nice and tight there. Or tight enough. Yeah, that tail really makes things awkward, viewers. Oh boy, it's doable, but I don't know why they'd even waste the brass on this, because this is the first Ben that's ever had anything like this. None of the others have had anything even remotely like that, or at least maybe a dust cover, but nothing like a full-on tail. Are we good? I have to see here. Okay, whew. Big breath here, hey? Let's see where we're at. Actually, that tail, now that I bring up the dust cover, where is it? Here's the dust cover. Does this thing, like, fit on to there somehow? No, I think this just clips in. It clips in there somehow. And that was this thing here, because this is broken. I have to glue that. Huh, weird. Okay, well, whoops, that's not what I want. How does that dust cover go on before we do anything here? How does this clip on somehow? This like goes on here. You get it in here. Let me just back up because you guys are getting way too much. You guys are seeing this way too well. Okay, you get that in. Get that in. How does this clip on? I know it was a nuisance to take off. Like last time I was messing with this thing. Does this like clip in here somehow? What the heck? Is this like spring? This must just like come right over the cup on this side. The balance cup. This must just barely make the clearance for that. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there for now. We're going to pin this. So we're obviously pinning, and I've showed a few of these now. We'll get our hairspring backed up. Make sure not to bend it, obviously. Just poke and prod it. You know. Don't need anything too sophisticated. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, shoot. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, no. I'm just going the wrong way. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. Make sure your impulse pin is lined up with the pallet fork, which it is. And now we'll get our offset bend in the regulator. Get it in there. Come on. You know you want to go in. You were made for this. Oh, come on. In you go. There it is. Doesn't want to go in. Careful, you can really screw up a hairspring by doing this sometimes here. Oh, shoot. Okay, how do I... That offset bend every time. Man, oh man. Okay. Okay, we made it in. A smaller sigh of relief this time here. I've got my fingers in the way again. We'll get our hairspring actually in the hole here, or get in the stud here. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, what the heck am I doing? Okay, there's one. There's that. Oops, we pushed it in. I'm gonna push it back out again. We pushed it out, and I can push it back in. Okay, there we go. That is what we want. Okay, something really pretty much like that. That is what I'm looking for. Now we will get our taper pin, and we'll stick it in there. And hopefully not have this in some kind of ridiculous, you know, some goofy thing where you ruin it or something. Okay, I'll turn this around. I know we got the dumb dust shield in the way. Well, it's not dumb, but it's, you know, it's not very convenient for this. Okay, and I'm watching this down through camera. Make sure to have the smaller end of the taper pin forward, so the actual tapered side, I guess. Or no, the tapered side would be the big one. Okay, and then we push this in. Don't ram it in there, viewers. It doesn't need to be rammed in. Just push it in gently. Oh, that's definitely not right. Make sure not to take out the whole thing here. Oh. Come on. No, it's above it. That's not right either. Oh boy, here we go again. This is why some hairsprings can be a nuisance to deal with. And I'm actually going to grab my pliers for this, because I feel like I'm just going to lose grip of the taper pin at some point here. Okay, I think we're in. Well, that definitely was not right. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Or is it? Hang on, are we actually good here? Something feels like it's hitting something else in here. I don't know. I don't know if this is quite right. I'm going to leave that there, but we're going to see. Here's another way of testing things. Now, this dust shield isn't helping anyone. Going to see. We put some pressure on this gear here. I'm not sure which way to turn it, though. Which way does this go? Start spinning. I guess we'll just flick it this way and then put pressure on it. So I'm turning it to the right. Well, it's kind of a crap motion, isn't it? That's not what we want. Uh-oh, it's getting stuck. Yeah, that's not pinned properly. Alright, back again. We'll do it again. Sometimes you need to give this a couple tries before you get it right. Try and get the offset bend and the pin in at once. That's looking a little better, I think. Oops, that's not what we... Oops. Come on. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Putting, just put the pressure in forward. Don't put it in, like, to the side or something. Okay, yeah, it's not pinned right again. Oh, yes. Finish the clock? What are you talking about, Greg? Okay, well, let's see here. Let's get that in again. Okay, I'll try that. That's the best looking one of them all, I think, right there. And we'll try again. That's not great. That's not a great motion. I don't know. It's better than what I had before. Let's try and move this around. Regulator here. Okay. Who knows? This may improve as we go. Oh yeah, this thing isn't even adjusted properly. What am I doing? Yeah, this thing is probably cranked up too tight. That's what I'm thinking. You know, you look at that and you, I don't know, I almost completely forgot there was a screw here. Okay, let's tighten this up to the point where it's not even gonna, whoops. Where's the bigger pliers? I think we need those instead. Okay. Okay, let's just tighten this up to the point where it won't even turn. That's what you do with these things. You just tighten them gently, just so they won't turn. Get to a point where it won't turn anymore. Oh, that's not tight enough yet. Okay, how are we doing now? Oh, we need more. Okay, that's what we want, so it won't turn now. Then what we do is 1/4 of a turn. So that would probably be about this here. Probably just turn it about there. That's probably about 1/4 of the turn. And go with that. See if this makes any improvements. Oops. Our motion is really not great, and it's getting stuck. What the heck? Let me try and put pressure on the third wheel instead of the center wheel. What the heck? Why are we getting stuck? This is super bizarre. I don't know what's going on here, viewers. I'm gonna have to look at this off camera. Okay, I'm not getting great results with this thing, but I guess I'll fool around with it later. I think it's also part of the reason why it's not working properly is just because my finger pressure and whatnot. Like, I could be pressing down on one of these gears when the spring barrel is just supposed to pull forward. It's not supposed to pull down or whatever. Like, you know, I'm trying to accurately be the spring barrel. And also, this thing isn't lubricated as well, so that could be part of the reason it's not performing very well. And what happens if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't improve? Well, I guess worst case scenario is we take the balance wheel out, or whatever, or the pallet fork, or I don't know if I have to, I don't know if this is, if I necessarily will have to pull the whole thing apart again, because, I mean, I inspected the gears and everything, you know, it seemed like it wanted to run, and everything like that. I don't know. What the heck? Is slack in the pallet fork somewhere? How are the bushings doing on this? Yeah, why are we jamming up? I don't know. I don't understand that. What the heck? That's super bizarre. Well, I guess we'll see where we wind up, won't we? I think the next logical thing would be to pop this on. I'm actually going to leave, due to the current status of the hairspring and balance wheels performance there, I'm just going to not play with that and put the dust shield on. We'll get this gear here on. There's a defining character trait of the movement right there. There it is. The actual Big Ben. Whoops, this is the main. That's almost the baby Ben chime alarm. The baby Ben chime alarm. I mean, that's really what this thing is. That's a baby Ben balance wheel and pallet fork and all that stuff. So, you know, what do you expect? Okay, here we go. Where are we going now? I think we can put on the alarm mechanism. And I think we'll mount that on. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I think the first thing we'll install... Actually, do I have the whole spring assembly put on? No, I don't. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to put on first. Oh, what the heck? These came loose. Weird. Okay, we're going to put our spring assembly here on. Where's the actual spring? Okay, we just quickly mounted that other spring on and gave it a quick wipe off. Didn't even bother doing some extensive clean on there because it really doesn't need it. Of course, if I was throwing everything else in there, I would have, but, you know, we're not doing that. So anyway, okay, what should we put on now? I think we can get our alarm setting mechanism in here. Yes, we can. Get that through there. Oh, wait, we need that other washer. We need the double D. We need the other double D shaped washer for that. Let's get the double D in there. And I'm thinking this would probably go back together, tension-wise. You'd hammer it on with a mallet. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what else you could possibly really go with other than something like that to get the tension actually right. And let me see here, can I use this in? Oh, not quite. Oh, that's not it. Oh, come on. Alright, we're in. And as I said, yeah, I'm going to go with the mallet. So we put our leaf spring on. Get that in. There we go. Get our spacer pole in there. Where's the washer for it? Alright, we'll get that. We'll get this other spring in there. This is the movement of grommets and springs. That's what this movement is all about. Just constantly grommets and springs everywhere. That hammer has extra springs. The movement is really well not ventilated, insulated. There we go. There we go. Put that on. Like there's springs holding up the dust protector and like all this stuff. You know, it's just. I feel like they went a little bit over the top with some of the features they put in this thing. But hey, I guess it's a Big Ben. It's Westclox, you know, top of the line model. So. Gotta have all the best features and stuff in it, or else what the heck are you buying? Okay, we're pushing that in. Oh, pushing that on. Now, what was supposed to happen next was I was supposed to show you how to set up the alarm tension on the Big Ben. But it's more complicated than meets the eye, and really it's worthy of its own separate video just for that. Because I kept screwing it up, then I'd have to go back, and then it's just, I ended up doing it quote-unquote wrong on camera, and I didn't realize till later. So it's just one big schmozzle, and as I said, I'm going to make a totally separate video on the tension stuff, because I don't think this is really worth... Well, it's worth covering, but the way I shot it in this, it was a massive learning curve, and it's not really watchable with it making much sense. So I'm just gonna cut that entire section out of here and just make a separate video on that. Also, to keep the video from being too long, I'm gonna stop it here. So thank you guys for watching this part, and I hope to see you in the next one.